Monday and time for another update. And today I decided to do a series on how to flow money. And the reason for this is because I've been watching the news lately. I tend to watch it more when my dad's here because he always loves to watch the evening news. And so I'm real aware of this new trend, it seems, toward creating a lot of fear around money. They talk about, rising gas prices and food prices and weather damage. There's like all kinds of major storms and droughts and all this going on. And all these create a lot of fear, especially around having enough money to survive these times. So I thought I would do a series on money, and I'm doing a series because there's so much about flowing money that it really can't come in. I can't really put it all into one little, weekly message because it would end up being an hour long. So today we're going to start part one on what actually flows money. To understand what flows money, you need to remember two higher dimensional concepts, and these are things that my guides taught me many, many years ago that have enabled me to flow money and also recognize when I'm blocking money so that I can stop it. So first one, they talked about what they call the energy account, and this is an amazing little insight that I think is going to hopefully help you as much as it has helped me and many of the clients that I've worked with over the years. As they explained to me, everybody has what they call an energy account, and this energy account is basically based on how much energy you receive either from the universe or other people on a daily basis. And of course it is renewed by either universal life force coming in when you sleep, so that when you wake up you have so much energy in your account, or in the giving and receiving with other people through the universal law of giving and receiving. So when you give in equal proportion to what you receive, you stay balanced and you recharge your energy account. So anyway, the amount of energy you receive every day when you wake up is based on how much fear or lack of fear that you have. So people with, the average person, say they get like $300 worth of energy every morning when they get up. So how you manage that energy every day determines where you end up at the end of the day. The goal is to end up with free energy in excess, because when you have free energy left over in your account, unused energy, that enables you to support new projects and in particular new money flowing in, new abundance. If you don't have energy left over at the end of the day, then you end up living paycheck to paycheck, so to speak. And that literally is how it looks, in life. If you end up in the red every day, which means you have overexpended, you will experience severe financial blocks. So financial lack, just like, everything you do, it just turns to crap and you're not able to generate money, can't get a job, whatever. So if you're out looking for a job and you haven't found one and you keep getting passed over, you might want to look at, are you in the red at the end of every day? In part two, we'll discuss the things that will cause you to expend money out of your account or energy out of your account. Either in a positive or in excess. So remember the energy account and start thinking about how much energy do I have. This is part of learning about your inner world and learning to know as much about your inner world as you do your outer world, because the inner world creates the outer world. So look at how much you have every day and where you are expending your energy, because you can expend energy in the form of doing things for others. You expend energy to support all the stuff that you have. Everything you own requires energy to support it. So just think about it. The moment you wake up, there's already a big withdrawal out of your account to support all your stuff. And that's why when you clean your closets and you start getting rid of stuff, you start to feel lighter, because what you're doing is you're freeing up energy in your energy account. Okay, so the second thing to keep in mind when we talk about flowing money is the universal post office. Now, this is one that the guides always use what they call the 1001 earth analogies, things that would really sink in because I could relate to them on a very daily, mundane way basis. So they said, wherever you have your heart is where all your abundance is sent. So your heart acts like your mailbox, your mail address. So imagine if you are one of those people who, sorry about all the noise in the background. That's my dad out in the garage. He's here for a while. He's like 83 years old, but he's got to stay busy, and he's always working. So I've got a whole little list of projects for him to do. So he's just happy out there, and if you hear any whistling, that's my dad out there enjoying himself while he's doing it. That's his play. Okay, so they said the universe has a post office, but except it's just much more efficient and much more accurate than our post office here. So wherever your heart is wherever your mailbox is. And when you ask for things, whether through your guides or affirmations or God or whoever you ask, that they answer, but they always send your request to wherever your mailbox is. So for all of you who, especially those of you who are light workers and star seeds, who have found that you're just not wanting to be here on the earth and your heart's out there in the stars, just remember that every time you ask for something, it's being answered, but it's being sent out there. Wherever your heart is out there. And that is one of the main things that caused me to really rethink the way I was viewing Earth. I was like many other people. I was just waiting for them to, for this thing to be over so I could go home. Well, as they explained to me, they said missions don't get accomplished by having your heart out there, because we cannot send you the support that you want to where you are if your heart is in a different location. We always have to send it to wherever your heart is, because that's where you're anchored. So even though your body's here, if your heart's out there, every bit of support goes out there. So you have to find reasons to love being on Earth. And what they said, become heart connected to it. Anchor your heart down here. And that way, whether it's support from your guides for your mission, or whether it's just flowing money, it's the same thing. Wherever your heart is, that's where your abundance will be. So remember, so just think about that. And if you find yourself waiting for the ships to pick you up so you can get the heck out of here, you might want to rethink that, especially if you're having some money problems. So keep these two things in mind as we go through this series. Next week we're going to talk about the obstacles to flowing money. And in the meantime, have a great week, and I'll talk to you next Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.